Thank you, Haresh, and good morning, everyone. As president-elect, you are starting to organize your plans on how you will guide your club in the coming year. I hope to show you the importance of what should be one of the key components of that plan, public image, and how your club can put together an effective campaign. As club president, your job will be to direct and support your club. It will not be your job to do everything, but rather put others in charge of various objectives and give them the tools they need to effectively carry out the tasks. In this image, we think of Rotary as being a three-legged stool. Each of the legs supports our efforts towards successful clubs and Rotary in general. If one of the legs is missing or weak, the stool cannot be properly supported. When we talk about our ability to recruit and retain members and our support of the foundation, we can put concrete numbers to gauge our success or shortcomings. When it comes to public image, we do not have a physical measure. But if we do a good job of promoting our clubs, our activities, and our mission, we stand a better chance of strengthening the legs of the foundation and membership. The stool will be properly supported. This graphic shows how public image can help to support our clubs and Rotary. First, positive public image will help you to sell your club to those in your community and should be geared toward making them want to join you in your efforts. Second, as we increase our membership, we have the ability to increase the donations to the Rotary Foundation. This will in turn benefit our districts and clubs by having more funds available through district designated funds. This will then give the district the ability to support district grants and other grant programs. Positive public image will also make those in your community want to financially support your efforts. Third, more resources equates to the ability to increase the effectiveness of your programs and projects. And fourth, as your programs and projects have a positive effect on your community, you can use this to help increase your public image. So does public image really matter? Yes, it does. This is how a percentage of our general public still perceives Rotary despite our efforts to update the brand. You may have heard some refer to our clubs as stale, pale, and frail. Some still view us as an aloof group of men that meet once a week, and some have no idea of what we do for our communities or internationally. Studies show that 3 out of 4 people have heard of Rotary, but when asked if they understand what Rotary is or does, few know. But we have changed. This is how we need to promote Rotary. This is the message we need to convey. We are a diverse group of individuals that want to make an impact on our communities and internationally and have fun doing what we do. We are people of action. Before we dig into methodology, let's look at the differences and linkages between public image and public relations. According to the Longman Dictionary, the definition of public image for an organization is the character and attitudes that most people think they have, aka it's their brand. This is what we need to promote. We need to sell our clubs through our character and attitudes and show that we are an organization that wants to help improve our communities and support those in need. Effective public image needs to incorporate proper branding, but simply using the proper logo is only part of branding and creating a positive public image. Public relations is communication by a person or organization with the purpose of creating a favorable public image. Our verbal communication, printed materials, websites, or social media sites need to be positive communication of our purpose in order to create a positive public image. Effective public relations is speaking with one voice, being brand ambassadors, sharing experiences, and engaging and energizing our members. In all that you say, print, and promote, your clubs need to differentiate themselves from others in what you support and what the hot buttons are in your community. We need to be specific about what we are supporting and how it will impact the community. We indeed have a powerful story to tell. When we deliver this message, we need to be thinking about how we can attract younger-minded, dynamic leaders to our clubs. Rotary's vision statement is that together we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities, and in ourselves. In order for us to accomplish this, we need to create an atmosphere in our clubs where we create change across the globe through our support of the foundation, change in our communities through the programs and projects we support, and change in ourselves on how we allow our members to become leaders. These changes can only be accomplished by considering a change in our public image and how we sell ourselves to others in our community so that they will want to join us as people of action. This is an example of our old voice and the public relations message we used. It really did not tell others about who we are and how we accomplish these things. When we did not know what else to say, we would tell them to go to Rotary.org to learn more. This needs to be our new voice and our public relations message. We need to be speaking in one voice and telling of our commitment to making the world a better place. We need to talk about how we bring people together for a common cause. We need to talk about how we can help create better leaders and individuals based upon relationships, not only with our fellow members, but others in the community that we would otherwise not have had the opportunity to meet. I'm not sure about you, but Rotary has given me the opportunity to develop friendships that I probably would not have otherwise made. This can help to break down the barriers of political, cultural, and generational boundaries. This can then foster better understanding and respect, not only with our fellow Rotarians, but with those we serve. This new voice is active, inspiring, and inviting. It balances compassion and intelligence. It defines leadership by mindset of diverse perspectives and action. It clarifies our impact, and it includes a clear call to action. This is now your ask. If you would like to learn more and be a part of creating positive change, please be my guest at our next meeting. We meet on Wednesday at noon, and I would love for you to be my guest and learn more about our club and Rotary. In addition to our verbal communication, we need to utilize media to reach the right demographic. Our promotions need to reach this demographic as well as this demographic. Websites and Facebook are media sources for clubs to use to inform readers of when and where clubs meet, the programs and projects supported, and upcoming events. The use of proper Rotary branding is key. The content needs to be refreshed frequently and kept up to date. On another note, if you're providing a link for your club or website or Facebook page, please make sure it's working. I've encountered a couple of situations where I've clicked on a link and the page does not exist. As we all know, social media has surpassed all other sources of information. Demographics tell us that 82% of internet users use Facebook. These are 2019 figures, which tell us that more people are probably going to get your message through social media than your website. This is not to say that you should abandon your website. Rather, use social media to drive people to your website where you can give them more information and resources. We have all heard that a picture tells 1,000 words, and social media gives us that platform to display our pictures. 90% of the information transmitted to the brain is visual. Visuals are processed 60,000 times faster than text to the human brain. Additionally, the human attention span has reduced, meaning you have little time to catch your audience's attention. Visuals allow you to get your message across in ways that impact viewers quickly and help them to recall that information later. For example, if you heard something today, in 3 days, you'd only remember 10% of what has been told. But if the same information was supported by a relevant image, you'd retain 65% of that information 3 days later. The best form of visuals is photos, but not just any photos. The photos you post need to be exciting and showing action. The photos and information posted should be updated regularly to keep the information fresh. In addition to posting pictures of past activities, post information on upcoming projects or events and invite others to join in. Posting a picture of someone receiving a check does not convey action. But posting a picture of your club's involvement in a program or project shows action. Make your photos fun. People will associate more with you having fun in what you are doing instead of a group of people sitting around in a room listening to a presentation. At Rotary's Brand Center, you can begin by downloading Rotary's guidelines. They'll help you to tell your story with power and consistency. Review the club promotional materials and use the templates as a starting point for your club brochures and flyers. Look at the images and see how they might inspire you to create your own photos, images that reflect your club and your culture. Download a Doing Good video for your website or club meeting. Rotary's Voice and Visual Identity Guidelines provides essential information to help you build Rotary's brand. You'll learn about our voice and people of action messaging, as well as how to format the logo, choose the correct color palettes, and so much more. If we speak, write, and design in one voice, our communications will sound, read, and look unmistakably like Rotary. This will give our audiences a better understanding of who we are. As mentioned earlier, this is a good photo of a club actively participating in a service project. But with the help of Brand Center, you can spice up your photos to get even more impact. Be visible. When you're at events or doing a service project, encourage your members to wear Rotary shirts, t-shirts, or vests with the appropriate logo to promote your club and service and the service you provide. We're not just talking about using our new logo. We're talking about connecting with both your internal and external audiences to tell your compelling story. This is a dramatic change, and the effort will have a far bigger reward because what we're talking about is telling the Rotary story better and answering the question, what's in it for a prospective member or donor or advocate of Rotary? Without public image campaigns, would we ever known about Apple, BMW, Coca-Cola, the Red Cross, and others? We need to make our public image campaign as effective as these others so people easily recognize us as one voice and people of action. The only way we can do this is one club at a time through your public image promotions. As club president, you're going to have plenty to do. The job of promoting your club is the duty of everyone, but you will want to appoint a public image chair to help ensure the proper branding and messaging is getting out. They should also have the responsibility of maintaining your club website to make sure it is current with both content and branding. In addition to your public image chair, it's a good idea to have another individual that deals specifically with your Facebook page and/or any other social media used. Again, they will need to pay close attention to proper branding and current content. Members of the club can send pictures, etc. to be posted. The same goes for your website. As club president, you may want to take some time to post a personal message on your website or social media with information on what your club is doing and what is planned for the future. This can spark some interest from the community to become involved. With a common voice, a common message, and with common visual identity, we will all be ambassadors for Rotary. This will make us stronger in the arena of non-governmental organizations. It will make us more desirable to our neighbors in our communities, which in turn will increase our membership, our donors, and our collaborative partners, which in turn will allow us to create and participate in greater opportunities to serve our neighbors. An effective public image and public relations program will help to change the perception of Rotary and will help your club attract new members. With new members come new ideas and energy to enhance the projects and programs you support. In addition, as others recognize the good you are doing, they will be more inclined to support your fundraising efforts. Through more members and better engagement, you can also increase the amount donated to the foundation. These efforts can then show others that you are truly people of action. As I stated before, public image is the responsibility of everyone. We all need to speak with one voice, be brand ambassadors, share our experiences, engage, and energize. Each of your districts has a district public image chair that will be more than willing to work with you, your public image team, and your club members to enhance your public image campaigns. Don't be afraid to ask. Thank you for your attention, and on behalf of your district leadership and Zone 33 public image team, we wish you success in the year ahead.
Okay, Ken, thank you very much for that. We are now in the point where we're going to do questions and answers for anyone. So if you do have a question, if you would please put it in the Q&A, not in the chat box. The Q&A is where you need to type any questions that you might have, and you're welcome to do that. Ken, I did see one question that came up a couple different times regarding the PowerPoint. I know we're recording this program, but is the PowerPoint itself going to be available for people?
Sure, Jim, I'd be happy to share it. If those individuals want to get in contact with their district governor or their district public image chair, or they can reach out to me through DocDB, I'll be happy to share it with them.
Great, thank you.